Hello and welcome at this Bitcoin technical analysis video. In today's video we will have a look on Bitcoin trades I took since Sunday. I was not trading much over weekend, but Sunday brought us really good trades where I had alerts and some limit orders as well. So we'll have a look on trades I took also during Asia and London. We will have a look on medium time frame on Bitcoin, what we can expect to the upside, to the downside, what is support and resistance area, and what is potential also, because we are building a lot of liquidity from this range. So you better understand that. I will show you open interest utilization, how you can predict market with it, and a lot of useful info. So let's start with the the weekend. We are pretty much absorbing a lot of people. There was not much volume, but any longs which were arriving were absorbed and getting trapped. In the end, we started to get really good, strong moves. This was the first great move I was trading. Really good, exhaustive drop, a lot of liquidations, great delta, a lot of absorptions, everything. We discuss order flow directly inside the group, so I will show maybe a bit of it as well, but for now, just quick overview. We went into our TPOC area at 22,966. I had a limit here, and I was also adding at the market order. If you trade long enough, you can of course utilize limits. You can predict price reactions also. So that was really easy trade to be had. And also you got that POC from, you go to Exocharts. You see there is, you can merge all of these together, of course, but the main volume and a lot of price action was happening here, so you need point of control for these ranges as well, which is the most important here. So you will do merging here, and that's how you get that naked POC. Yes, so let's have a look. So that was our merge naked POC. We hit it that there was really easy trade for over 1%, so that was really great. And also, you know, that area was clear for us since, you see in the group, here was my entry, pretty like surgical. And this, let me go over here. I said on the Friday, in case of milder news and average volatility reaction, I'm definitely watching our main range TPOC at 22,962. Inside medium time frame golden zone, main volume POC is at 70% lower, so it is area. That's what is also very important to understand, that you have the area sometimes, and some eyes are watching this TPOC, some eyes are watching this volume POC. And in the end, you've got what? There was no middle, like drop into the middle, so it was not ready as area, but in the end, you've got the drop also into the volume POC, and you've got really nice bounce as well. Those are counter trade scalps, okay? So you better take some profit, especially some mechanical take profit based on order flow. Like after 1%, yeah, that's also like important. You watch how much was average bounce. For example, we do a lot of symmetry take profits as well. So if you see like the bulls on a strong exhaustive bounce do over 1% bounce, if you see same reaction over here, you can expect another 1% if order flow is on your side. That's what happened, right? So it was really great. This volume POC was based also on the range, but just on volume, not on time price opportunity. And you can see that over here. Yes, so we were trading this high volume node with point of control also on the bounce. And then as we had lower, let me show you a few of my posts. You can also stop the video if you want to read more what I was posting, but it was very obvious for me already from open interest. I said some of the weekend open interest gets cleansing. If you lose main POC area, it will be important to watch overall open interest, as we will squeeze FOMC news longs and their tasty liquidity. So for me, it's very important because open interest can serve me as I can predict a lot of stuff with open interest. Where is the big pain, you know, on the market? Use it as a context with other tools. But one thing was very clear, because I was trading it. That's also advantage if you really trade every single day. You are with the tune in the market. You are beating with the market. You have good prediction skills based on open interest and other stuff like funding rate, and we use a lot of TRDR as well for this and so on. It was very obvious because we had massive pumping longs buying the FOMC news, which was that was really easy longing after that news. Yeah, it was a green light for the stock market and for the Bitcoin. So a lot of people get aboard. They were, people in their soul are very greedy. It's really hard to imagine. Like, we as a traders teach, like we learn to take profit one, take profit two. Don't be as much greedy, because market can take away your profits, right? So you need to play this safe. And a lot of people, even if you see like that's also confusing for some people. You see massive open interest decrease here, but that was coming from shorts, and they were from earlier. So you destroyed shorts here. You see that in Exocharts, a lot of order flow info there. But I suspected there is still a lot of people holding this, and as soon as you start to trap them, market will go after their liquidity. Market will go after this low. That's what happened this morning, right? We took this low. That was prediction. It was clear bias for me. Since I started to see that from Sunday. So I said, if you lose point of control area, it will be important to watch overall OI, as we will squeeze FOMC news longs and their thirsty liquidity. Yes, and if you go to hyblock, because you utilize hyblock really well, also you can clearly see how large push we had here. Yeah, so look here, you watch these numbers. Yeah, 300 million longs from 1 million to 10 million, so big traders. Yes, that's like starting number. And how much here? So it was 2.40 billion, and we are seeing rise. So around 50 million and around 80 million. So I would say with retail, like 150 million longs just in this candle alone here. There was also like a lot of buying here, forced buying also from the sellers, but still very, very large open interest increase here, and aggressive buying. So, and you are squeezing now these people. Some of them are trouble already. And if you want to see precisely, you can see the main liquidity is over here. I was pointing that out in the group. So we were actually then ready. I was posting, if you go after these people with this Friday greedy longs, market will aim to squeeze them inside 22,800. This is the start of the high volume liquidity node, until 22,560. And if you go to the chart, what happened? What was we can say like prediction? Where we ended? We ended at 22,560. So, and that's power. So no matter what trader you are, if you want to predict market, you better understand open interest, you better understand liquidity from hyblock. For some people, hyblock is expensive, like $100 a month. Well, for me, it pays off. In first trade, I take with the liquidity, because I know exactly where is the maximum pain point for the people, and then I can look to take liquidity trade if I have good confluence here. And of course, we had good confluence here. So let's have a look on this low. This is my scalper account, so I already took main profit, but I'm still running two longs on day trader accounts, on Tether account. So you see massive downside. There was great order flow here, a lot of absorptions, that's first of all, and we confirmed swing failure pattern here as well. So you took the market purpose here was just to destroy those people from Friday, and also the weekend liquidity was over here as well. You squeezed out a lot of people from weekend as well, and you started to close above this swing failure pattern. So swing failure pattern traders are also jumping aboard, as you know, and they are placing stop loss behind the low and enjoying move to the upside. So even if you took it as a swing failure pattern, very very conservative, then you had already really nice move as well. So that was done. And also technically this drop here was really technical, so we don't trade just liquidity alone. We want to have some technical analysis over there helping us. So of course you hit what? A range value area low, val here. Okay, so val was hit, maximum opportunity area is over here, and all those people shorting from higher, they hit their targets as well. So you did another rotation of the range. Here you started to accepting back into the range, so you know there was no backtest. We usually sometimes get a backtest. There was no backtest. And you just did another rotation. So that was also technical long, and market structures as well you utilize really well in your trading. Let's have a look. So when we go to 1 hour time frame, we still know this is our massive large time frame market structure. If you lose this area as a whole, you will expect move to the another big large market structure. You can see on 2 hour time frame where is it coming from. You see where is it coming from. Strong high here, then big support, again big resistance. So this is very strong market structure. There is no surprise Bitcoin is made it as support for itself. And same to the upside. First we had this naked market structure here, traded, that gave us trade, and then we in the end we went into the another good strong market structure from medium time frame, and the naked one was like covering its back here. So really great area as well here, okay, for our shorts. But let me finish the low here. Okay, so low here, and now we go to scalping market structures, which are used more on day trades and scalps, and they are made directly from this range here. And you can see on the low we also hit this this one is pretty strong. A lot of time is multiple times it was acting as support, and again it acted as support. Yeah, this one was supporting us before, and then we have one more below this range. So if you do swing failure pattern, below we took major liquidity, because we know below 22,000 we have massive liquidity. I mean below these lows until to 22,000, and you reclaiming the support, that would be fantastic. Yeah, that's what we'll be looking for. So you had market structures here as well, and maybe other confluence as well, but I will be checking that later. But that was the main thing for me. And of course from order flow, let's open another Exochart. You can already see what happened. You literally wrecked so many people. So I'm watching, this is inverse pair, but we also watch the tether on Bybit and Binance. But really a lot of force selling, a lot of longs getting destroyed here, but also big absorptions, because we feel a lot of walls as well on that low. All these walls here. So we were trading also light we utilize into group. That was also helpful for any trades I was taking, and I was showing you just at the beginning of the video. I always look for absorptions, big walls which can exhaust sellers, yes, and they are capturing this forced liquidity from higher. And we were trading these 3 lows here as well. A lot of big walls were the order books were telling you here they are ready to absorb any selling here, and in the end we've got a big bounce. So prior to this move here, I was taking long here before I went to sleep, and I hit another key take profit as I was sleeping, because we hit previous day VWAP close, which is good in the efficiency to close here to the dollar actually here. So that was the thing, but we still have like larger CMEGA, but that was good target, because you can be greedy as much. So that low we also discussed here, also in the group. Every single high here in this range, 1, 2, 3, 4, every single high here I was predicting we will get big short from it. You can see that in the group, because we had a lot of technical levels at these highs here, a lot of untouched trapped liquidity, a lot of naked point of controls and so on. So we timed actually out a lot of these highs here, and we also timed the lows as well. Yes, for example, this one was great. It was like swing value pattern here, local liquidity grab. I absolutely perfect play, same like here, almost flawless trading of the range. Same over here, same thing happened over here. Now what we need to be aware of, if we lose this low, so let's jump a bit, let's have a look on Bitcoin from other perspective for higher time frames. For me it's very important, if we lose this low here, you see how many consecutive lows we have in this area. So all these people will have stop losses below these lows, and we need to really aim and look how we grab liquidity from those people. And for that you also use the hyblock, and you will check out one month liquidity. So let's do fresh sweep of the liquidity. And you see the liquidity is building, and it's roughly ending at 22,000. So if you stop at 22,000 and you start to see change of market structure, open interest increasing, people getting long, some shorts getting trapped, yes, exhaustive delta, a lot of liquidations, all these things we mark for the good lows and highs. If you start to see that, market will tell you it wants to stay in the range, and the whole purpose to move out of this range was to stop out. People feel liquidity and return back to the range. If you don't see that, then you see continuous move to the downside, then you know market wants to feel these massive inefficiencies in this area, because we are pumping. Yeah, Bitcoin did 45% pump. We did beautiful pump from the start of the year, which I was predicting for me and for the group. But also the pump is inefficient, yes, and the longer time you are spending in this range, the chances are growing you will not do swing failure pattern back to the range, but you will feel this main inefficiency, and you will find support from this range. We already prepared the multiple supports in this area, which are pretty obvious. I can show it to you. So that's the thing. We need to watch for this liquidity. It's really huge, and it's gonna be telling if we film inefficiencies or we do just liquidity grab to 22k and bounce. Either scenario can happen. We will watch. It's also like no surprise Bitcoin is going down a bit, like in pullback. Why? Dollar index did a big on daily time frame. Dollar index did a swing failure pattern. Also yields are going slightly up, so those are two big pressures on the Bitcoin to get pullback. So we are getting nice pullback, but that also means I'm in the longs from this low here as well. So if we go higher, I'm ready. Yeah, I also hit some take profit targets from higher, so maybe I can show you why we are short from this area. So let's have a look. And as I will be showing you why we are short from these highs here, I will be showing you also the supports from this range. So I will do it like at the same time, so you know. So I already showed you reasoning. So we hit two market structures here for our shorts. Yes, if we lose this area, then we will be looking to this market structure support, and we have more local ones from this range. So I will be just extending them. I'm watching them, how we trade them. So those will be areas I want to trade to the downside. And of course you will be watching, yes, another rotation of this range. We also mark the point of control of that range, so you'll be watching. It's really great volume there. So if you drop back to this range, you get acceptance, then you can expect to go to the point of control and Vival here. It's not hard, because you have this inefficiency you need to fill here. And on the top, we hit two-day VAC, because we've created multiple ranges. If I go back to the history, so you can see that. A bit further. Bitcoin always, you know, even AMT, auction market theory, and the range rotations are giving you clues what you can expect, and you see what Bitcoin did. So on the top, Bitcoin rotated this small range here, yes, and we hit a VAG of 2 days, and then we started to go down. So Bitcoin finished rotation. There was no power to go into this range here, yes, which is on the top, and is also a great one. So we are in the end from AMT above the high. We are still watching for that 3-day VAG here at 24,859. There's also a larger VAG here, and also this can be classified as range, but these were more precise. Okay, so let's zoom out. Let's go to a bigger time frame. Also, if you ask yourself why you are ranging here at the top, I can show you from higher time frame what is the reason for that. Let's go to 3-hour time frame. Yes, so Bitcoin has no problem to move and slice over inefficiency like this one. Yeah, that's also this one. Yeah, like Bitcoin filled all the inefficiencies, but in the end you arrived to the area where a lot of trading activity was happening, a lot of supply demand zone created. You see what happened here. This was like pretty large high volume node, so Bitcoin already was stopping by here, and another high volume node was created from this place, so another resistance area, we can say, and more reasons to ranging. So that was pretty clear. From high volume nodes there is high chance we will slow down at this area. Yes, those are my main high volume nodes, because if you go over here we have just more local ones. Yes, there is also another reason why Bitcoin is stopping here, and you better pay attention to it. So let's go to Bitcoin charts. You can stop video and read this. Just key takeaway: we utilize only 5% of on-chain data. Most of it is useless. But what you utilize are definitely cost basis cohorts. Those are people who directly bought Bitcoin from different, like their average when they were buying from March to 2020, the whales from 2017, the whales from 2019. Their buying average is now at 23,800. Each time in bear market, when you break down over the cohorts, you trap those people, and they are underwater. And as you are going to retest them back, some people want to get out, and that's giving you a resistance area or a range. So you don't have to reject on a first touch, but it's definitely a slowdown for the market, because those people need to redistribute. Not everyone is some people just want to get out. So you see what happened here as we were retesting whales of 2017. It was resistance at 80,200. So we've got pullback and then we go up. So we reclaim them. That's a sign of strength. If you reclaim the on-chain cost basis cohort, that's also a sign of strength. But on the first touch you expect there will be slowdown or rejection or just range. And 23,800 those are whales from 2019. So pretty like a lot of people in. And you see we are also stopping by here. If you reclaim this area, then of course we open road to 25,000. And the main, the most people, the most trapped people are definitely in from March 2020, when we started our main bull market run, and that's now around at 30,000. You see, it's gonna be in our this range, and I expect there will be rejection there. It's hard to imagine you just break over there, the losses, yeah, like that. So that's another region you better watch. Okay, so and let's finish what happened at our top, how much confluence we've got there, because there was a lot of strong confluence. So another reason was this very close. We had another anchored VWAP, and this one was coming from where? Yes, this anchored VWAP is coming from 42,500 high. So it's another very strong high, and there was like small front run here, but also this one is very important. It's coming from 40k market. Also, if you go to smaller time frame, you can see massive respect for it. So market, it's like support and resistance oftentimes. So these two anchor VWAPs, but while you have the anchor VWAP from this range here, we had in the May 2022, that was really long range, so you also need anchor VWAP from it. And you see market is not so like bearish yet. It was support multiple times in the row. I'm definitely watching that. That is also what is actually forming on range here. So we had shorts, but definitely for me this was target also, not just market structure. This anchor VWAP as well. And of course, when we go to 1 hour time frame, need to turn on. Also, as we were this high, we approached the 1 hour order block, yes, from a long time ago. So that was also our confluence, plus it is weekly order block, and weekly order block it was hit to the midline, but we so we had also the order block confluence. And let's not forget about our extensions, because they are also very powerful. So let's go over to the extensions. So first of all, this is the trend fib extension. I'm I'm watching that because that's definitely one of the main extension market is watching on trend-based fib. So which are measuring extension from the target. This is the starting point you see, and now we started to reach. The market was already telling us it's paying attention to the golden zone of it and 1.786. We started ranging here, and what we did again, we hit the golden zone again to the dollar, yes, and we started also to see rejection and trending and range. So the same situation is happening here. Now, if we start to go for pullback and we lose this liquidity and we don't do swing failure pattern, I will be expecting pullback, but in the end, the final target for the bulls, if they want to do 2-to-1 extension, will be at 25k, which is aligning with our big high there as well. So market is watching this extension, and then we have the balance zones, which are giving us clean targets for the liquidity and targets in our range. Let me show you the key ones. Yes, this one was great. So we were trading this range here, and as soon as you break out of this range and you don't return back to the range, that range is going to give you targets to the upside and to the downside based on symmetry, based on balance zones, based on liquidity. You can see how we perfectly stop at 1.5 here. And then there was another 2-to-1 extension of this range rejection as well. So also this extension was pretty crucial to the upside. And if we go to higher time frame, not only that, but we were trading this range since 10th of November to 12th of January, so very long range. That range also created us big targets in terms of extension. So first of all, you hit 1-to-1 extension of this range here. Then you started to see range and slow down. And again, at our current high, we hit finally the target, and you see now the biggest move to the downside so far at 24,193. So you hit 2-to-1 extension here. Yeah, so bulls took a lot of profit. Bulls hit major take profit targets here, so they were also helping us. If you look for long or shorts, I always like to have the other side of the equation. So if I'm looking for short, I like to have some buyers taking profit on my side. 2-to-1 extension was hit here to the dollar, so just beautiful, right? So extension also was reason for our move to the to the downside and for our shorts at the top. And when we go over here, I still have some older confluence here, and of course there was small front run of the naked weekly here. We know how powerful naked weeklies are. If you do backtest, you know. If you don't know what is naked weekly, you can learn about that in our group. So there was chance to get not just scalp, but day trade. Of course, they usually give day trades. It was front run, so it still has potential to give one more trade as well. So that's also important to know. So a lot of the technical reasoning at the top for our shorts. And now let's have a look what is support to the downside. I will just show you quickly. Okay, so this is our current range. This is the chart I'm using, a lot of stuff on it, but it's fine, So this is our range from the range. I mean, this is the liquidity from the range. We'll be watching if we take it or not. If we don't take it, this is the massive inefficiency area we want to fill on our time frames. A low volume node here with single prints, weekly single prints and monthly single prints. So multiple time frame traders, they will be watching that from a local to high time frame traders. Everybody's watching that area to fill it as an inefficiency. But in the end, you have great big support in this range. You know why? I can show you why. One more thing, because a lot of people were shorting this range heavily. We utilize order flow a lot in our group, and Exocharts can offer you big clarity. Let me show you. So let's go to our scalping template. It can be shown here as well. Let's go to 30-minute time frame. Let's turn off what we don't need. So rect counter, delta bars. I can turn off sessions so it's not so distracting. Where is that session split? Okay, never mind. Okay, so let's go to Binance. 30-minute time frame. So on our Binance, on Bybit is not so precise. We have some trap traders on Bybit as well, but the most obvious ones are at Binance. You see how many we've added, in this range, shorts, yes. So we've added from 7,000 to 7,000, let's say. So 14,000 shorts here were added in this range. If you check net longs in this range, they were going sideways. So these people who were shorting in this range, they are definitely trapped. So as soon as you start to approach to this area, you will be expecting bounces. There was big open interest was increasing, also verify this. And the shorts, they were wrecked as we moved higher. Yes, a lot of shorts got wrecked, but still many people are holding because those are here. They were not short just from this range, but from previous shorting as well. A lot of people are sticking up to their losses and they are holding. So this range here will be a really nice support in our technical areas, which you'll be watching. And you combine trading video order books as well, so you will have in that range you also have for example, here we have massive spot wall at 21,400. Yes. So you will definitely watch that because that's really hard. That's if the wall is real, it's hard to breach, so you better set some nice alerts. And you can also watch order books in Okitoki tool, where you see quick overview on the key exchanges, and that's gonna also give you, and there is some nice supports building in that range. So if market finally feels inefficiencies, yes, these inefficiencies, you know what to do in this range. If you lose this range, then you will start feeling inefficiencies and lower. Okay, but I don't want to do this video too long. I think there was a lot of good informations. I'm just thinking if I didn't forget anything. Let me check the Bitcoin TA chat. I wanted to make sure if there was something I wanted to mention. You see in our group we discuss more order flow, because when we take trade, I show a lot of order flow here, what I'm seeing as well, because that's very important for us as traders to analyze Exocharts well. Yeah, I think everything important was mentioned. And maybe small note at the end. So let's go to day of the week. This is showing us weekend trading. By the way, each time this is showing us weekend trading. Each time the weekend traders try to push market one way with the low volumes, market then go other way. Here we had a lot of shorts coming into the market. Market's goes going sideways in the end, push up. Here also people are trying to short, then market move up. Here we have a lot of people longing over the weekend. It was also visible on Exocharts. Market squeezed them, and here market was going sideways, but still we've seen on order flow and CVD and Delta templates there was some longs coming in, and in the end they got squeezed as well. Still maybe one more squeeze, but that's what is happening. If you don't need to, don't trade over weekend, and also if you hold trades from the weekend, then just take profit, because it's usually weekend liquidity is super easy to take for the market. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and join us if you are new watching this video. You will become good trader with us, and see you in the group guys. Bye bye.